Previously on Real Garbage.
There's been a murder in Savannah.
And now, coming up on Real Garbage, Katie and Jeff get political. Everything's already pumpkin spiced. What? Katie and Jeff talk logistics.
I hate birds.
You can't be serious. And Jeff and Katie get serious.
Stop! Please! Please, I can't take it!
Ow! Shit!
This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by macarons. Wow, I was expecting a noise.
This episode is also brought to you by cannolis. Hey, forget about it, huh?
This is Real Garbage.
Thank you for the cannolis. I don't even know what a cannoli was.
I saw them in the bakery at Thrifty's, and I was like, we're going to get some birthday cannolis. We're going to get some
cannolis.
birthday macarons. We're going to get some birthday edible cookie dough.
That stuff is, I can't do it. I had that piece, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Because eating, I feel like you could take that. Can you bake that?
Yep, it says bake or eat.
Oh, okay. It'd probably be good baked. Because
Yeah.
they're pumpkin spice, though.
Yeah, pumpkin
Super
spice
pumpkin-y.
cookie dough with cream cheese flavored chips.
You're just pumpkin spicing right out, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Going ham. We got pumpkin spice popcorn that
That's right.
we haven't tried it yet.
Well, that,
And then candy corn popcorn.
that stuff's pretty good.
Right?
I'm sugared out after that. I had that. What was the one? The Greek yogurt and
You had-
lemon
You had the Greek yogurt and lemon.
with the graham crust, which
Tart.
is basically like lemon cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
And then that piece
lemon
of lemon
cake.
cake. By the time I was done that, I was like, I feel like I need to sleep.
Too bad I couldn't have, I didn't have enough time to put together the traditional charcuterie board that I wanted to with the salamis and the cheese and the pickles.
I'm the kind of person that I'm just I just eat slices of cheese and pepperoncinis out of the jar.
Yep.
I did it last night. I've been really trying to not eat after 8:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Been doing really well so far. It's only been 4 days. Haven't had a beer. Well, we're recording this on Wednesday. I haven't had a beer since Sunday, and I'm keeping that going. Blake actually offered me a beer earlier today, and he's like, just in case you want one. I'm like, I don't want it, but I might just leave it in the fridge as a test. And I went, no fucking way. Just here, take it back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just stupid. It'd be tonight. I'd be going, well, I made it 4 days.
Yeah.
Might as well crack a beer to celebrate. No.
That's literally going to be me with all this stuff. I'm going to put it upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you
Take
don't
that-
want.
Take it with you. Well, I will keep. God, I wanted something salty. I should have just said something salty. It's all sweet.
I know.
Then pumpkin spice popcorn you can definitely have. I'll keep the kettle corn.
Yeah, keep the candy corn kettle corn.
It's classic candy corn kettle corn
It
flavor.
tastes really fucking good.
Like you're at the fair. You just went on the
Yes.
zipper and you're like, I want some candy corn, Mom.
This out of season. Have some candy corn popcorn.
Ma, give me some candy corn flavored kettle corn. Come on.
It's not October. I can't.
It's hilarious that pumpkins, we talked about this a couple episodes ago, that everything's already pumpkin spiced.
Yeah. Starbucks had their pumpkin spice stuff the last week of August.
Man, it's too early.
Mm-hmm.
It should be I hate that we've become this society of people that has to live out their lives based on holidays.
Yeah.
Think-
I don't get me wrong. My favorite holidays, two of my favorite holidays. Halloween. Yeah, you know me well. That's number one.
That one for sure.
Yeah.
You're a Christmas person?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going to say Thanksgiving, too.
Thanksgiving. It's
Why, though?
all the food of Christmas, all the family you like, because Christmas you're obligated to be around everyone, whereas Thanksgiving it's all
yeah,
the
I
good
guess.
people. Minus the stress of getting gifts and showing how much you value someone via dollar amount. Ugh.
Very easy way around that. All agree not to buy gifts.
Yeah.
It's the best thing to do. And
I might do that this year.
we started doing it 10 years, probably more than 10 years ago. Or if we did, we would go shopping on Boxing Day as a group and go, hey,
I would love to do that.
it's so much easier. You
Yeah.
go, hey, why don't you buy me that for Christmas? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and
and
then,
then
like,
it's
"Would
on
you buy me
sale,
that?"
and they know, and you know that you'll like it.
You don't have to return anything, And if you complain, it's like, well, it's your own goddamn fault,
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
You picked it. So I find that's the best way to do gifts if you're doing gifts at Christmas. I always just say my gift is coming home.
Yeah,
Like, listen, if I'm flying halfway across the country, I'm not buying you gifts on top of that.
That's my funds right there.
I am the gift.
I pajamas would say that.
Super ego. Like, it's me, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm going back for Thanksgiving again.
Nice.
I'm actually like, I'm at a point, this is kind of cool. Feels really good. I'm super stoked to like go home, and it sounds so bad
have
saying
that,
this out
like,
loud.
family time.
Yes, because going home a couple weekends ago was great. It was really good. I'm like, yeah, it's been the first time like I've had my sister there, my brother there, my parents are there. Like my sister's wife was there, my sister's girlfriend, boyfriend. Sister's talking too fast. My sister's boyfriend is there. Aunt and uncle comes over, some family friends. I'm like, this is awesome. Sit around the fire, just fucking have some drinks and smoke some weed.
Yeah.
And just chat and talk about random shit. And like I've never had that as like a regular occurrence in my life. So now I'm like, if they're like, hey, you want to come home for Thanksgiving? It's
You're like, yeah.
At first I was like, I do, but I don't have $1,000 to drop on a flight. And then lo and behold, the day later, WestJet's like, hey, we got a seat sale for you.
You're like,
so,
yes.
yeah, less than $500. I was like, wow,
Oh,
shit. All right,
yeah.
fine. Yeah, $489 round trip. So
Oh, hell yeah.
Go back for another week. But I'm going to
Nice.
try and work with my cousin and do some cash work because I'm going to pay for that missed wages and airplane flight.
That's a good idea.
What's shaking? Sorry,
I
yeah.
was today years old when I found out I have curly hair.
Nice.
So
So do you straighten it? After?
no, so I
Does someone straighten it for you?
no, I discovered this through TikTok. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of girls who start out the video by saying like, you know, I brush my hair like normal. When you learn how to brush your hair when you're a kid, and
There's like a particular way you have to brush it?
no, it's
Okay.
just when you brush your hair, when you have like wave or curl to your hair, it gets like dry and frizzy no matter how many hydrating products and shit you use. Nice. So to discover if you have curly hair or not, they essentially give you a step-by-step thing, and you wash and wash and condition your hair with like hydrating stuff. And then rather than squeezing it and wringing the water out, because curls thrive on like moisture,
Oh.
you put in like an oil or a leave-in conditioner or cream, and you put it all over your hair and you scrunch it, and then you plop it. Now, plopping is new to me. I know. So instead of doing the like towel twist, which causes like friction and tension on your hair that can leave you with like
But what is the hold on.
baldness.
What is the purpose of the towel?
The
twist?
plopping. Oh, the purpose of the towel twist is so you like get your hair all back and then it dries up, but it creates tension on your hair and it dries it out. So plopping is you take your sopping wet hair and you use a t-shirt because that material is way softer, and you put the t-shirt out on the counter and you plop your head over. You put your hair and head in the center of the t-shirt, and then you take the front of the t-shirt and bring it up, and then you take the back and wrap it around and then tie it and just let it sit there on your head until your hair's dry. And I did that, and that's how you discover if you have curly hair, is when you take the towel off, you have curls. And
Weird.
yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I did that. Because like
You should try it. You could.
Because to dry it. Okay, I got one more question about the towel twist before we move on. When you're twisting that towel, if your hair is long enough, are you wrapping the twisted part? Like, is your hair in that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then by doing the towel twist, because your head
kind
is
of
down,
wringing it out as you're twisting too?
Yeah. So you're drying out your hair, you're potentially breaking it, and that tension right here, especially if your hair's longer and being pulled into that twist, the tension creates like potential like receding hairline.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. It's like wearing hats.
Yeah.
Wearing hats. So I wear a hat all the time at work now, but I try to wear.
Back.
It's not super tight. Mm-hmm. Well, backward. I never wear a hat backwards. This just happened yesterday.
Oh.
It's the long hair. It's helping.
Good, Jeff.
It's like, hey, what's up? What's up, young people?
Yeah. Hello, fellow young people.
Hello, fellow young people. Okay, hold on. What was I saying about the hair? Oh yeah, because with mine, I towel it. Mm-hmm. It's getting pretty thick. So I towel it, and then I comb it all. Like I brush it all back with a brush, and I just kind of
That's another
shake
thing.
it. I
You
shake
don't
it and let
brush
it dry. Why not brush it? Mine gets fucking super tangled because I won't shampoo it every day and conditioner it every day because it's just too much work.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to either.
No. And so I do have to rinse it out though. So I gotta brush it because like it sometimes gets like cement in it. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
mixing
fair.
cement at work.
Oh,
it's like
I mean,
got
if you have
dust
like
getting in there,
curly hair,
you
you shouldn't brush your hair when it's
no.
dry.
I don't think mine's really curly. It just kind of curls in the back. It gets some wave to it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's wavy, which is pretty sweet.
It has some texture,
Funny,
some movement.
My brother's like, how is it you have a full head of hair, 30, 37? I'm 41 and I'm bald. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
He wore a lot of hats. I remember him wearing a hat a lot. I like to let this thing this down, but right now it's just, with the headphones. I gotta maybe take my hat off in a sec. But it gets in my face a lot. I don't know how people do it. It's really annoying. Trying to cook, cut up food. Like,
Yeah.
I flip my hair more than any woman I know. It's insane.
Just
Do you want to talk about G.I. Joe?
yeah.
My first comment on this, I click start and I go, an hour 57?
Yep. I was like, this is 2 hours.
This is one of those movies. This is an action movie that should have been 90 minutes.
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Would have been all that it needed. There were points. I think I checked the time. I marked it down. I bet you 6 times.
Same.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times. I'm like, when is this going to be over?
I know. Like, it was at one point I made a note exactly halfway through. There's so much that's been going on, but at the same time, there story-wise has not been much going on.
Nope.
It was just like sensory overload worth of visual stuff going on.
It was a trip.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to explain
Yeah.
what G.I. Joe Rise. So this is G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. This is the first G.I. Joe.
Which sounds like a sequel, just saying.
Yeah, that's what was confusing me when we did
'Cause-
Retaliation. I'm like, is this the sequel? What's the first one? I couldn't find just regular G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I have so many things to say about this stupid movie. So, G.I. Joe is a story of Duke and Ripcord, 2 very good soldiers who get basically accosted by the G.I. Joe, or they get helped out in
Yeah.
a firefight. And they train and get recruited by the G.I. Joes who stop the world from being weapons from being stolen
Yeah.
by Cobra, who is not yet Cobra, because this is the rise of Cobra. That's basically it. This was like an episode of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was. At one point, I said this is like a capture the flag match. They're just going back and forth, like it's ours now, and then we tagged you. Get back there and try again.
That was a fun game.
I loved that. Was the
I loved Capture the Flag.
that was one sport I was good at because I was
Yeah.
fast and agile. Why isn't there a professional capture the flag league? Maybe I know.
Maybe there
you
is.
know what? Yeah, there probably is. There's all sorts of. I was watching professional cornhole. Professional cornhole because it was like carnival games, but played at like a pro level. I'm talking. You've seen the crowds that gather for darts, right?
What the fuck is cornhole?
Cornhole. All right,
That is not.
I know it's a stupid name. I'm
That's
just
not
like,
what I'm thinking of. Whatever you're thinking of is not what I'm thinking of.
Cornhole is a sport.
Cornholing?
Not cornhole. It's just cornhole.
Cornholio.
But you played it. Guaranteed you played it. You play with bean bags, and there's like a board over there with holes.
That's the beanbag toss.
No, that's
no.
the official name is cornhole.
What?
I know it's so stupid. The first time I heard it, I'm like, what are we doing now? Oh, the beanbag game.
That for
someone's
my
like-
25 years of life has always been the beanbag toss.
I learned it was cornhole when I was 30. It was last summer. Summer of 2019. I was in
What
Calgary.
the fuck?
Buddy Marco and I are having a beer at his local pub, and we're like looking up the screen. I'm like, it was ESPN 8? The hell? So we watched cornhole. There were like 2 other ones that we just couldn't believe were actually being televised. Fuck, I should look. I gotta look that up or something. It was. I remember it just being ridiculous. Oh, dodgeball.
Oh,
Professional
yeah.
dodgeball. But I'm talking with like giant crowds and cheerleaders.
Oh, like the movie Dodgeball.
Oh yeah, but I mean like for cornhole, because it was all being played in the same arena. So 15,000 people in the stands, like just we love you, Johnny Newman. You're our favorite cornhole player. Like signs and everything, just regular dudes who were like, yeah, I'm a professional cornholer. Been training since I was 7.
No.
Just footage of him like he wakes up in the morning and just throws fucking sandbags across his room.
Oh my God.
It's wild, yeah. So I wish
There
that
probably is.
I got to look into professional capture the flag. I'm
Yeah.
not as fast as I once was, probably not as agile, but I think at 38,
Yeah.
just turned 38,
Yeah.
I could be competitive in a league like
could.
that. Just if there's average people, it's like, well, fuck yeah. Because I remember playing flag football.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that was never mine. It was like 10 years ago now. So yeah, it doesn't even count. It was 10 years. I'm like, oh, it was just like a couple years ago. No, that was in Red Deer. Wow.
When is your time of birth? Like, is it your birthday yet? Has it been your birthday
Oh,
yet?
it's been my birthday all day.
No, I know, but like
I
the
think I was-
moment of birth.
I was not conceived.
I
was brought into this world.
expelled.
I brew forth into the world. I think it was like 2 a.m. or something. It was like middle of the morning.
Oh,
So yeah,
wow.
I've been 38 for like, don't make me do math right now.
So are you?
can't
What
do
are
it.
you? A
A
Virgo?
Virgo.
A Virgo.
A Virgo.
I don't know anything about Virgos.
We're creative,
Yeah.
funny,
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah.
Apparently we're stubborn a little bit too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That all checks out.
empathic or empathetic.
Yeah.
What's it? Empath is like you can fucking read
You
people's
feel other
minds or something.
people.
Yeah, so we are that too, apparently. That's what my mom was saying. She's like, you're an empath. I'm like, well, yeah, I can usually pick up on people's energy, but I just feel like most of us can. But
Yeah.
I guess some of us can't. Because like if you're in a
Aquarius.
room with someone, and they're like in a fucking bad mood, you're
You
like,
feel
oh yeah,
it
I can.
radiating.
You are not happy right now.
Yeah.
So I can pick up on that pretty good. So yeah, there's a bunch of traits.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I think the fact that I've never really stuck with one thing for too long, like I've told you, I've had like 60 jobs,
Yeah.
55, 60 jobs, not a lot of long relationships. Or I just get like, this is what I want. Move on to the next thing. I think that's a flighty, I guess you would call that.
Flighty.
Flighty until we commit to something. Then we're just like fucking full
In
in.
it.
Like when I was in acting school, like that was, I worked overnights, Mondays to Thursdays, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Then I trained a guy Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings from 6 to 7. Then I went home and slept for an hour and a half. Then I went to school at 9 to 3. Then I slept in the afternoon and went to work. That was my week. And I still like kept almost the highest marks in the class, and I got like lead roles and shit. Had to memorize a fuck pile of lines. Was singing in a band too. It was crazy, but I was just like, I'm fucking in it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is life right now. So I think that's a very Virgoistic trait. I know nothing about astrology.
I got this app called CoStar Sign, and it basically you put in your birthday right down to the time, and it tells you like your astrological thank you sign, and then it tells you like your moon sign and your rising, all this shit. But like reading it is so fun. I don't put a lot of faith into it because, you know, like for perfect example, I always joke like I'm on the Pisces Aries cusp, so I always joke I can dish it but I can't take it, so I can like get in someone's face and be like, what the fuck, but as soon as someone's in my face I'm like, stop please. Please, I can't take it. You fucking asshole. But
Holy fuck.
But like I don't read super heavily into it, but it was so funny because I was with my friends who also have the app, and they're both Cancers. And we always joke around that's why we get along, because they're Cancers and I'm Pisces, and all the water signs are like emotional and sentimental and weepy. But then the like ram in me is like, I don't give a fuck.
Fuck.
But then they were like, yeah, tell us about your moon sign or what the fuck ever. And I was like, Scorpio. And they were like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's bad. And I don't know why, but like the few Scorpios I know, I'm like, I can see where it comes from.
Imagine you led your entire life well into adulthood judging people based on their sign.
Their astrological signs?
Be the nicest person in the world. What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini. Nope.
Whoa, look her up. This person's crazy.
Well, I definitely, based on a few people I know in my life, and like me knowing their star signs, I'm like anytime someone's like, oh, I'll just say Cancer because we were just talking about it. Like before I had my like friends, anytime someone was like, oh, I'm a so-and-so, I'm a Cancer, I'd be like,
Ugh.
But now, like, two of my best friends are cancer, so that's what I mean about not putting too much faith in it. But it's so fun to read. Like, it also tells you, because you can add your friends on this app, and it also tells you, like,
I'll have to download it later.
You should, because one day my friend who is a cancer and I, like, on her app, it told her that her and I would, like, not, like, it would not be a good thing if we hung out today because of where our moons were and shit. And it's just so fucking funny that, like, this app is like, don't hang out with her today. It's going to be chaos.
This is how the government takes over with the CoSign app. Yeah. Listen, you two, you shouldn't hang out with each other. Separate. And you're like, fuck, we can't be friends anymore.
You'll be toxic today. Don't hang out. And we're like, okay.
It'd be hilarious if I use it. I put everything in there, and
then we add each other, and it's like these two people would hate each other.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, like no, it doesn't work. Well, I would be like, put all the info in there. Like, what time was I born? I'm like, let's try like 3:02 a.m. And then it's like, you are the savior of the universe, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what if I put in like 3:01? It's like, you are gonna bring the end of civilization.
Yeah,
Mom, what time was I born?
Asshole.
She's like looking at the thing, going like, it says 3:01. She's like, you were born at 3:03 a.m. Son. Hangs up.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Welcome to Black Mirror.
Yeah, fuck. But
yeah, so G.I. Joe. Okay, I'm gonna download CoSign later.
yeah, do it.
All right, so we get a little backstory. The descendant of Destro, 1641, is like, you have to play both sides.
The opening really threw me off.
It's weird, right?
I had to triple check that you sent me the right movie because it just
1641.
opens up 1641 France or Scotland or where the fuck ever, and I'm like, there's horses running around. It's the plague, and I'm just sitting there like, is this G.I. Joe or G.I. Joseph?
Doth the weapons not please you, my sire? He's chained up.
G.I. Joe.
This one, it was, crap, what was I going to say? Wow, completely lost my train of thought there. I was going to say something about 1641. No, it was weird because I started playing it and it was like silence over the credits.
Yeah,
I'm like, is this working? Okay, it's 1641. This guy's like basically giving us a backstory of his evil family. He's like, yes, we're going to sell weapons to both sides. You got to play both sides of a war, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you're going to wear this heated up mask for the rest of your life.
And that just, what if, like, what a French thing, because I remember
Did French use fire as torture?
See, the reason I say that is because I, a long time ago, watched a Leonardo DiCaprio movie called The Man in the Iron Mask. And it was this French king, or the twin of the French king who got encapsulated by an iron mask and shunned away and locked away for the rest of his life.
What, did they heat it up on a fire first?
No.
I feel like that would just lead to infection.
Or burn his fucking face off and kill him.
Yeah. They put it on there. I'm like, there's no way you'd live through that.
Yeah, no.
Because it was red
It would
hot.
like meld to your flesh.
Oh, your eyes would probably pop.
Ooh,
which,
yeah.
as we've discussed, are part of your brain. I think if your eyes get like blown up by heat, it's gonna heat up
just go immediately there.
So that just seemed impossible. Or that guy should have died immediately.
Yeah.
And probably, he didn't seem like the husband type or like he had kids. He was pretty angry.
Yeah, he was like, fucking no!
Oh no, the geese.
Well, the
The
self-preservation.
geese attack. Sorry, I can hear them.
Oh my God. They're all going south. Good luck.
No, they're not though. That's the thing. Like, oh no, wait, those ones, they're going west right now. Yeah. They've kind of been going back and forth because it's too nice here. They're like, oh, it's time to go. It's cold. The next day, like, it's 33 degrees.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
You ever been near one? They're evil.
Growing up in the prairies, I remember approaching geese in a field once because I was like, oh my God, this is probably why I hate birds. I was like really young and I approached geese and then one started hissing at me and I was just like, no, I'm out. And yeah, I hate birds. I hate them. It's like partial hate, partial fear, all not about them. if I'm walking downtown and I hear flapping of a seagull or I hear the like, I'm like, nope.
Well, you probably don't want to get pooped on for one.
Well, no, but also they just seeing a whole bunch of seagulls downtown fighting over McDonald's or pigeons. I'm just like,
oh, so you're
get away from me.
Have you ever actually seen some like majestic birds in the wilderness though?
I saw an eagle flying far away once and I was like, that's cool, but don't get close to me. Yeah. Picks me up. Yeah.
Well, we've talked about that too. We need the predators. Imagine that,
Yeah,
though, how
the
scary that would
birds.
be if that bird was 10 times the size, like
Yeah.
the size of a car. Just,
Yeah.
it's what would its cry sound like?
Probably
an
like
air
a
horn.
T-Rex guttural.
I totally believe that they evolved from dinosaurs.
Probably.
You just watch a crow.
Dinosaurs were raptors specifically. They found in fossils imprints of like feather patterns.
Yeah,
So
totally the same.
yeah,
I wonder
that'd be cool.
if they'll turn back into dinosaurs at some point.
Oh my god, a fucking seagull just morphs into a compy and it's like that I would be chill with.
I'm gonna send you the photo my buddy Tyler sent me of the hand knitted Jeff Goldblum. But it's Malcolm, like.
Whoa! Wait, with the shirt off now? Oh yeah!
I looked at it, was laughing my ass off because it's like he's got a quote underneath there too. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1641 gets a mask melded to his face, and it's like in the not so distant future, just a little 400 years,
Yeah, just a cool.
400 some. I didn't do the exact.
Well,
math.
this takes place in 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
So 421 years? No, yeah.
1641.
Wow, I can't do math right now. 370 something. I'll put the answer up right
Yeah.
here. So I'm like, I can't think.
We're not
I can do
mathematicians.
math. But this is where I realized I wrote down, holy shot changes, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
This was like the fastest paced. It must have taken them like a year to make this movie.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different camera angles and they're cutting so many times. The camera didn't stop in this opening scene.
No.
It was crazy. And this is where they're introducing the nanobites. Nanobites?
Yeah, nanomites.
Nanomites. Not to
Which
be
I
confused
don't-
with nanobites.
I don't understand how they eat metal. I don't understand.
They
I don't
explain it, but I
understand.
didn't understand
I
it.
didn't get it.
They attack metal. They're under their control, so they can control the mites with
Yeah.
their little controller. This dialogue was weird, though. They explain how it works. Meanwhile, it's like blah, 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 cause a bunch of damage. And Dennis Quaid, like, turns and looks at his blonde partner or a corporal or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Kind of like, he said, when he says destruction and turns and looks at her, I'm like, what was that
Yeah.
about?
He's like, don't like that. Well, because they were at NATO, right?
I was just thinking, like, did they have sex? And he's like, I
No.
destroyed you. That was what I got from that look.
The guy says destruction, and he's like,
Yeah, baby."
yesterday.
Waiting for her to go like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
She's
and
like-
tonight, babe.
It's like, no, he's like, she's fine. She's not going to acknowledge it. Weirdo.
She's like, we're working. All right.
So their names are Ripcord and Duke.
So reading trivia, Marlon Wayans was hired for this because they saw his performance in Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, that was good.
And I always forget because the main vehicles I see Marlon Wayans in are him and his brother and his other brothers in like self-made, self-produced movies like White Chicks, which hilarious commentary on like
I haven't seen that one in a while.
and I always forget that he can do serious and not just hammy physical comedy. So I really liked him in this. I was pleasantly surprised. And he still brought an element of humor to it.
Oh, absolutely. He was the comic relief in this.
Yeah.
So this starts off, they're on a mission. They get hired for a mission. They're driving through the desert, and then they get attacked by this spaceship that's invisible to everybody.
Yeah.
That spaceship was crazy. Like,
I
it
know.
could spin on a dime, turn backwards, blowing up their missiles. They couldn't shoot it at all. That was like just an annihilation.
And I loved the robotic, oh my gosh, like one of the army men that's getting blown up right before.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
The action sequences, I must say,
They were good.
were intense.
They spared no expense.
Spared no expense. Well, there were like Michael Bay-esque sounds. I know
Yes.
it's like, boom, especially when that spaceship was attacking, hitting it with they never explain what that technology is.
No. Even in the sequel that we've already reviewed,
Yeah.
they don't.
What the hell? Because I was thinking that. I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to explain what these like waves of energy are. Nope. Why? Why would you?
And
People won't want to know what this is.
Then, yeah. And then we get introduced to the Baroness,
Ooh,
Sienna Miller.
Okay, it was her, right?
Yes.
Because she looking at her in this and then trying to like find her on IMDb. I'm like, I think this looks like the same girl.
I think I've talked about this with you or on the podcast before. The two features on people's faces, I can recognize eyes and teeth. So when I saw her and she was talking to Duke, I was like, that's Sienna Miller. You want to know why I know? Because I watched Factory Girl so many fucking times that I was like obsessed with Andy Warhol, Edie Sedgwick, and Sienna Miller, and I was like, that's her mouth. And
I recognize that mouth.
because she has such like unique, pretty teeth. They're very small and very like long and rounded, and like they make her mouth look like full but not overcrowded. You know, she just has pretty teeth.
Actually is interesting because, when you see a unique set of teeth, you can recognize it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet is a CrossFit athlete, but she has like very distinct teeth. It's like a French set of teeth. I noticed that French girls have like similar looking sets of teeth. It's really weird. What if it's a thing?
Maybe
Could be.
genetics.
Maybe. Maybe. So we get introduced to Snake Eyes here too. He just shows up. Love how he just flies out of everywhere.
I know.
Like he is just a human ninja, right?
Yeah.
But he just
Human silent ninja.
he acts like he can fly because
I know.
like, he can jump 8 feet in the air, as we see him and Storm Shadow both can.
Yeah.
There's points where they're just chasing each other and it's like broop, they just jump up like Super Mario.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
A little unrealistic.
They jump on a mushroom.
What the hell are they doing? Yes, they get saved by the Joes here.
Yes.
Because, she shows up. They try to steal the shit. Joes show up. They foil the plan. And then they're like, oh, man, who are you guys? They're at gunpoint. And that's where we get hologram Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
Which I thought would have been funnier if it was hologram Randy Quaid.
Oh my god.
Shitter was full. Hey, Joes.
And then they get taken to the Joe's headquarters in Egypt underneath a sand dune.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculously huge.
And the big name brand after a hologram disappears is Cisco. And my brain was like,
SYSCO?
that's what I thought, being in the service industry. I was like, the food truck delivery company in 2020 is fucking with holograms? But no, it was CISCO.
Oh, I was hoping it would be SISQO.
Oh.
I like it when it goes. Hey, with the GIJOEs. The Joes. That would have been better. The Cisco G.I. Joe
yes.
thong song remix.
Yes.
That bomb. The bomb song. There was so much action going on in this place.
All the time, yeah.
That I just started laughing. I'm like, how do you even organize this? Like, you got people shooting over here, people doing like vehicle testing over here. You wouldn't have that many factions of your training group, like not that many training groups training that close to each other. It just seemed reckless.
Yeah.
But
And then in this scene, everyone for like 5 minutes is a hologram. We see Dennis Quaid as a hologram talking to Duke and Riptide, and then they're in their base, and then the hologram of
Baroness.
No, the hologram of McAllen.
Oh yeah.
He's a hologram, and he's chit-chatting and makes them open the case so the tracking of the things can be found again.
That's right.
And then we get a shot of him where he's hiding out, and then the Baroness is a hologram, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Everyone in this movie's a hologram. It's
Yeah.
like Duke's like, what? Ah!
A domino effect of holograms.
Black Mirror, man.
Oh, yeah. And then we are on the base where the bad guy...
Oh, wait, one more thing before they leave holograms. I love it when people exit a hologram by walking away.
I know.
It seems so badass, but cheesy at the same time
Yeah.
because you're like, boop, boop, and you like slowly
Yeah.
distort, and then eventually you're gone, rather than just be like, boop, boop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would if I had a hologram, I'd probably throw a smoke bomb. Get
Yeah,
some
just
smoke
disappear.
Hologram smoke.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Just think of all the ways you could like exit if you were a hologram. Throw up a Michael Jackson kick.
Or do the like stair thing where you're like pretending to walk down the stairs.
All right, I'm gonna canoe out of here.
And then someone's just like, turn it off.
So what button do I press? This one? I've seen that in a couple of movies. Which one do I press?
Yeah.
It's not working.
And then we go to the Atlantis underwater headquarters of the bad guys. And it's the guy who played Emotep in The Mummy.
Yeah, Zartan.
Yes. And I was,
Zartan.
yeah. And I was like, holy shit, that's cool. Haven't seen you since The Mummy in 2000.
He was in Retaliation. Remember?
No, I know, but this
Oh wait, no,
is,
yeah, we don't actually see him
Yeah.
as Zartan. Or
No,
do
we see. No, we at the very end we do, but he's the president in the second one.
Yes.
But I mean, like, haven't seen him in a movie
Oh yeah.
because this was before.
He's got a very unique look and
yes.
sound to him. It's surprising that he doesn't have a more extensive. Maybe he does have an extensive
Yeah,
career. I
maybe
don't
we're
know.
just
He's
shitty
got like
fans.
500 movie
Yeah,
credits. Like
and
this guy
he's
hasn't
sitting
done
there like,
anything that I've
"You
seen.
fuckers."
That's what it comes down to. This guy has done nothing that
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
personally. Have you tried to look for his stuff? No.
No,
not
he's
really.
just the mummy guy.
Yeah, hey mummy guy.
And then we are introduced to Darth Bane.
I love cobras.
They're beautiful creatures.
Cobras, born to kill, yes.
I love what? Yeah, I don't think they're born. He's like they're bred and born to kill. I'm like, I don't think they are.
No,
Like
they're
I-
literally just born, and they're like, "This is where I am in the food
Yeah,
chain."
they might be angry when somebody comes near them and they're
Yeah,
zoned.
somebody might be fucking with them, but snakes like leave you alone unless you're like in their area.
Yeah, or they're hopped up on pheromones on a plane.
Yeah.
But I just love that. He's like, they're born to kill. I'm like, I don't think they are.
Are they though, sir?
Yeah, that's their number one. Okay, little
Yeah.
baby cobra, you're gonna grow
You
up
go
and you're gonna kill as many people as you
Fucking
can.
eat and murder everyone.
Fucking snakes.
And then there's they're on a boat. Just kidding. They're on a aircraft, and Duke starts having flashbacks to.
How many flashbacks were there? In
I
this
know, a million.
movie? This is
And it was all to 4 years ago, so the flashbacks were all to
yeah.
2016.
I made those notes because I was like, wait, I gotta keep track of that.
And him and Sienna Miller were dancing and having a grand old time before they deployed. And he proposed to her, and she was like, "Yeah." And then we meet this third guy, Rex, who's her brother, and she says to him, "Like, you better protect him. He's all the family I have." So immediately, I'm like, "Oh yeah, he dead.
He's gonna
he
die."
dead." And she blames Duke for it, and that's why they never got married. Obviously.
Well, at that point, that's when I remembered. Oh shit, I've seen this before because I've seen it years ago.
Oh.
But I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna write it down though because I don't want to ruin it. But I remembered who he was. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I remember this.
So we're introduced to little Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and then they're.
Ooh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and then he snaps out of it and they're on their mission.
In the midst of that, we get introduced to the Nano Mites. Cobra has the
Yes.
Nano Mites because I was laughing because they had injected a bunch of soldiers, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they're creating like nano bros.
Yeah.
They feel no pain. They suffer from nothing. Just imagine
They have no self-preservation.
imagine college students in Florida getting a hold of this shit. Let's go fucking party. Just
They
shotgun their
already
beers.
are doing that right now.
Kids are getting high on nanomites. They're shooting up with those nanomites. I can't believe the crazy drugs. The drugs they got in the States.
I know.
Coming from everywhere. Just think like I heard somewhere that all the drugs up here that normally get cut with stuff that they get from the States isn't getting cut with that stuff anymore. So they're just like putting all kinds of shit in there.
Oh,
Bathroom
no.
cleaners and
Ew.
fucking Ajax. Ugh.
That's
gross.
fucked.
Yeah, now we get to the
The montage.
the jumpsuits.
The training montage.
So I've said numerous times in any movies with suits, the suits looked heavy. Mm-hmm. Heavy. They didn't seem practical.
No.
And
Seems very clunky.
yeah, bulky. And this, I don't understand how they trained a little bit in them. Like they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, these are pretty cool. And then it was,
And the instructions for the suits were think what you want to do and the suit will do it. Like how? How is your brain and the suit connected?
you
What
should
the
have
fuck?
you should have like the Elon Musk like neural link type thing.
Yeah,
Like it should be
yeah.
embedded in your brain. I'm like, no, you're not just. They're like, oh, the visor can tell what's going on. So you're telling me that this visor can read my eyes,
Yeah.
and then from the dilation of my pupils, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, like what the fuck? And then so they give up the suits and they start montage training, and Ripcord is an expert marksman, so he's training mostly on that. And Duke is an expert, like, hand-to-hand combat guy, I guess.
Yeah, fighting snake guys.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, my God, I've never seen snake eyes go down before. What the fuck?
What was Brendan Fraser doing there?
I was going to say another Mummy alum.
But he was only there to go like, whoa, look at this guy.
I know.
Oh, my God. That was it. That was like all he had in the
I
movie.
was so excited to see Brendan Fraser. I wish they used more of him, but I was so excited to see him.
I was like hoping for more. I was like, sweet, Brendan Fraser's in this. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, I guess that's all he got. I watched one of those reviews on like, what happened to Brendan Fraser? He's had a crazy life.
I know.
Interesting life. I don't want to rip on him or anything.
No, we want you back though, Brendan.
Oh man. So now they're doing some training. That pool that they were training in was massive.
Yeah.
Like that just seemed like they could have trained in the ocean.
I know.
Would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Where was their they were in the
point?
desert. That's right.
Yeah.
So you brought
Water.
how many billion gallons of water to a desert?
I know, like
Just so
you
you could-
fucking assholes.
Fuck, and they probably it looked really clean, so they probably
Yeah.
have to pump a ton of chemicals in there to clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it better be salt water.
And then Ripcord is hitting on Scarlet, and she says to him, like, emotions aren't science. And I'm like, they are though, bitch.
Oh, what is
Psychology? Ever heard of it? Like, what do you mean emotions aren't science?
Attraction isn't is an emotion, she said. It's
Yeah.
not something else, not chemical or
Yeah, she's like, attraction isn't.
I thought she said it was an emotion.
Attraction is an emotion. Emotions are not based in science. And if you can't quantify or prove that something exists, well, in my mind, it doesn't.
Yeah, she's like, attraction's an emotion, not a science. And I'm like, the law of attraction, idiot.
Chemical. It's like a chemical. Like you're like, oh yeah.
You did her a disservice making her sound like an idiot.
Oh, but they tried to make her sound smart at the same time.
I know. They like, oh God.
So this is where they get attacked by Cobra on subterranean drill motorcycles. Mm-hmm. Fuck that.
Yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't want to be under the ground
Nope.
at any feet at all.
Nope.
And I wouldn't want to be in a drill-mounted motorcycle that's enclosed. That
I
thing
know.
breaks. Doesn't seem like it's going to
You're like
do that well.
suctioned in.
If you hit a rock.
Yeah.
Like they got to hit a rock. Because I'm like, we're fucking digging on properties around here. There's massive boulders. You're going to hit something.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed impractical. Man, so how many ninja fights did we get? We get one right here, Storm Shadow versus Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then this crazy, like, Anna versus Scarlet.
Yeah.
So this action scene is just intense and like 10 minutes long. We could go into it. We don't have to. But at the end of it, Storm Shadow pulls out a jetpack.
Mm-hmm. Yep, randomly.
From where?
All of a sudden, he has this jetpack, and he just flies off, and we're supposed to be in the audience be like, yep, checks out.
And it was huge. Like, it wasn't small. He had
Yeah.
like full handles out front, shoulder-mounted
Yeah.
rockets and shit. And of course, he just...
And then Baroness just jumped and grabs onto him.
Like, no, it would...
No, absolutely.
So this is where they get away with the rockets, the Nanomite rockets. Mm-hmm. And, the open elevator shaft seemed like a design flaw to me.
Yeah.
A soldier fell down there, a Cobra soldier, and then Duke fell down there.
Yeah.
Wait, is that when Duke went missing?
No. That's later on.
Oh, yeah, right. He was just hanging on the side.
Yeah.
That's right. He didn't die.
And then he pulls himself up.
Now we're back to the base. This is 41 minutes in.
And then Scarlet's like adjusting her couple scratches, and she's like trying not to cry in the mirror. And Riptide comes across, and she's like, "No, I don't want you to see me like this."
Riptide or Ripcord?
Ripcord.
I was like, some sounds are off. I was thinking like a rip zone. I'm like, no, those are shoes.
Ripcord comes around, and she's like, "I don't want anyone to see me like that." Like what? Like, oh my God. And then she's like, "My father trained me to always win." Like, why does she have this untalked about trauma out of nowhere? Like, what the fuck?
So this movie what G.I. Joe should have been is the origin story of the Joes.
Yeah.
Like this is like
To get us invested
Yes.
into their
Like this is, well, we seriously can't argue with it. I told you the budget numbers.
Yeah.
$175 million. They made $302 million off this.
Yeah, yeah.
This movie was brutal.
I know.
It wasn't brutal, but it was just stupid.
Yeah.
Like just cheesy, careless.
It doesn't feel like the start of a franchise.
I rather would have had the story of just General Hawk becoming General Hawk and maybe like getting one Joe on, or maybe another one. So was one guy's name like bench press or heavyweight?
Yeah.
Heavyweight, I think.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know. That one guy.
Yeah. The guy with the accent.
Yeah.
Oh, so we go 20 years earlier. We see the origin story of how Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes started fighting. Man,
What a fucking asshole kid.
Storm Shadow was a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's always been a piece of shit. Fucking Snake Eyes just is starving and he sneaks in and is trying to eat. And then Storm Shadow is like, thief! And starts beating the shit out of him.
And it's surprising that Snake Eyes could fight as well as he did.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he should be able to. I can't look at the kid that played Storm Shadow and not go, where is your farm? I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
Yeah. Poppy Fields? Yeah.
But you said rice paddies.
And I want to also know the backstory as to why an alone 8-year-old Caucasian passing boy is in Japan alone in the rain. Like, I want to know where Snake Eyes came from. I want to know why the fuck this kid is there.
That's how they should have done this like the Marvel Universe. They could have.
Yeah.
Just origin stories and then GIJOE, Rise of Cobra. Because that seems like the 3rd or 4th movie of the series.
Yeah. Like, they could have done it so well.
They could have 7-bucked the shit out of this thing.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious series it up.
Yeah.
I can't
but
believe
they
they're going to
didn't.
space.
Fuck. I
Like,
know.
how? Why are they going to space?
I don't know.
Is it Fast and Furious 9 or is it Fate of the Furious 2?
No, it's Fast 9. Fast 9. Going to space.
Going to space.
Fuck yeah.
They're all getting Neuralinks and they're going to space. Then the next one is the final fast.
Yeah.
Mars attacks, or they're on Mars. They're driving cars on Mars.
They meet up with the rover.
Motorcycles with drills on the front, going underground. G.I. Joe's fighting Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 worlds collide. All right, I'm getting sidetracked here.
And then our mummy guy, Emotep,
yes.
he
Emotep.
gets infused with the nanomites minus the mind control thing.
Why so many needles all at once?
I know.
It seems excessive.
And his entire face is reconstructed, and we're left to think like, oh, what? Why? But then we watched the second one first, so we're like, oh yeah, this is when he's the president.
Imagine how much money you'd make if you started selling that nanomites to people who needed
Plastic surgery?
plastic surgery and penile enlargement. It's like,
Yeah.
how many nanomites you want in there, buddy? Fucking make it huge.
Yeah. Fucking 24.
I wouldn't want the needles near me. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Those
that'd
things
be
were
scary.
giant.
I know.
And they weren't like injected slow either. I feel like nanomites would have to be injected slow because they're like little tiny pieces of metal, aren't
Yeah. Yeah. But it's reversible because like we see Emotep again in the sequel when he's revealed not to be the president. That would be good technology for the witness protection program.
they? Ooh, it would. Be cool. I'd just buy it. Just be like, I want to be somebody else for a while.
Yeah. Just fuck up my face. Let me see. Yeah.
Be weird though.
I
Because you
know.
never see
Looking in
yourself
the
like other
mirror.
people see
Yeah.
yourself. So you see someone else, you'd fucking freak out.
Yeah. I'd be like,
Terrifying.
what the
Be
fuck?
like John Travolta fucking screaming
Yeah.
and face off. Ah! He took my face. So we get a flashback 4 years. We see the brother get blown up by an off-time
Yeah, very poorly
airstrike call.
timed.
Be there, call in 7 minutes. Cool. A minute later, they're like, all right, let's drop these bombs.
Yeah, what the
guys
fuck?
are
Someone
flying.
got fired.
He gets blown up, and then he move forward to the funeral. He doesn't go to the funeral.
Yeah, he's sitting on his motorcycle with his sunglasses on in the rain.
In the rain, on a motorcycle, no helmet, sunglasses.
Yeah.
So many traffic infractions.
Yeah.
That's just reckless.
Yeah.
It's dumb that like this. Why, America? Why?
Like-
why do you let people do that?
I know. And why wouldn't you show him at the funeral? Like, that was gonna be his brother. Like, I don't get
he
it.
felt the weight of like she's like, don't let him die. I know you guys
Yeah.
are going to a war, but
Yeah.
don't let him die. This is
His
on you.
life is on your hands.
What? Come on,
I
it's
know.
war.
I know.
Then it wasn't his fault they rushed the
Yeah.
airstrike. He's like, shit, they rushed it. Well, fuck, you guys blew him up then. It
Yeah.
wasn't your fault.
I know.
But I could see how you'd take that guilt on.
But yeah, why were you wearing sunglasses when it was raining? It's overcast.
Even a helmet with a visor when it's raining is still, and you're like, fuck, I can't
Yeah.
see shit. You wouldn't be able to see anything under those sunglasses.
Yeah.
And he would have crashed.
Idiot.
He should have crashed.
Yeah.
It's a movie, I guess.
I did like so I
This is where
jumped ahead.
we get to the suits
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So
the car chase and the
Yeah,
suits.
they have tracked down the team that has stole
Paris.
the missiles.
because they're gonna destroy the Eiffel Tower.
And then they get the suits. Morocco takes his last piece of double bubble like a dick. I would
Yeah.
have chewed that. I would be like, fuck you, get your own. And yeah, they get out of there. Now they're like, careful with the suits because they're $1 million.
And then he gets hit by a fucking car.
I don't care if the suits are made of vibranium. Getting hit by a moving vehicle
That
wouldn't
would
feel good at
down
all.
you.
It would break bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I found completely unbelievable about these suits.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you would still be like getting, if you're in a secure car with a roll cage and you're strapped in, it's still gonna fucking hurt when you hit the ground after
Yeah.
falling out of the air. So you get hit by a moving vehicle. He's not getting up, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, my bad." And then starts running.
Yeah.
We never saw them train in these things.
Nope. We
Ever.
just saw them dick around for a bit.
Ooh, chain gun, cool. Missiles, right on. It does what I want, sweet. And even at one point after this whole ridiculous chase scene,
And this was the halfway marker. There was an hour left at this point,
Oh.
and we were an hour in. And this is when I said so much has happened, action wise, but so little has happened plot wise.
yeah, the ball's moved 15 yards, but we've been watching 800 plays.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of movie where I was going to say this earlier. You can't look away.
No.
You can't. Like every time I'm like, I got to make a note of that. Oh, shit. Other stuff is happening.
Yep.
Hold on. You're like writing, not even looking, like fucking mess.
I will say, during this chase scene when Scarlet gets thrown off her bike by the big thing, I do like her and Ripcord's relationship. Like he catches her, and rather than being like baby or like a weird romance distracting from the fight, he's just like puts her down, and he's like, "Stay safe" or whatever.
Got to get back to it.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
already
liked,
a mile behind.
I like the relationship that it was an add-on, not a random. We're gonna make this a focal point now.
Yeah.
Like happens in a lot of
It
action
was a
movies.
slowly budding
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
That whole scene, her riding that motorcycle, like I've ridden a motorcycle, and it's with how the speed she was going zigzagging through cars. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. You're like, no,
wouldn't happen.
no.
And then she even jumped it off of a pole,
Yeah, yeah.
like with a chain fence on it. I'm like, no, you couldn't do that.
You're like, okay.
either. All right.
So then the Nanomites get deployed on the Eiffel Tower and start eating it away. And they need to like hit the kill switch, which is attached to the waist of Baroness.
He gets onto the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Gets onto the roof. They're in a helicopter now.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
yeah.
and Shadow.
Storm Shadow jumped off the
Shadow.
building.
Yeah.
And this has been an issue in other movies too. Caught himself after falling 100 feet probably on the helicopter that was coming up.
Yeah.
So the speed at which he was following the helicopter coming up would have ripped his arms right off or broke all the bones in his hands when he hit that helicopter. He's like, no, I got this.
My ninja hands got it.
And then Duke with that
Just
suit.
launches himself into the helicopter.
Just straight spear.
Yeah.
And just boop, hits the button. I'm like, wow, that is precision.
Yeah. And then, so the Nanomites stop eating the Eiffel Tower, but I make a note. I'm like, it's still going to fall. It's been eaten so much, the base is gone. And sure enough, it starts teetering over.
So these nano bros, they find one. He's like on the roof, and it's like, oh, they're like, we got to hack into his brain. You tell me they have technology like this in 2009. Jams 2 big electrodes into his brain. He's like, oh, the cerebral cortex still activates for 3 minutes after death, blah, blah, blah. If we see this, and there's like a video replay of his mind, I'm like, come
Really?
on. Really?
That's the life flashing before your eyes, I guess.
It's just...
I know. And then there's a little camera on his lapel, so they're acting. He's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm losing the footage, no. And then he's like, that was a lie.
Sneaky fucking Frenchman. Yeah. Yeah, so Duke gets taken here. Then they get picked up by the, what was it, the anti-terrorism group or something?
No, it literally just said police. And I made this note. They're in France, but
Policia.
the police vests say police in English with no accents. It's not in French.
Well,
What
back
the fuck?
1641, at the start of this movie, there were no French accents.
And the
None.
guy's Scottish accent was wavering.
He can't hide it I was like, where do I know this guy from? Gone in 60 seconds. Us for 50 cars, not 9.5.
Yeah.
Like, what? Huh? Oh, you put a little paint on there, fix the mirror. It's fine. I got you 50 cars.
And then
Nicolas Cage.
the bad guys retreat to their ice age.
So then the way they triangulate their position is insane.
Yeah.
So they have like a video from 52 hours before. They look at it. They're like, based on his height and the angle of the sun, blah, 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 parallel to this, we can triangulate his position. 52. Oh, there's an iceberg right behind him, too. That might narrow it down.
Yeah.
Boom. They find him. I'm like,
Really?
what?
Okay.
That's
And then we get the treat of a CGI polar bear.
a CGI polar bear. Cue surfacing ship and flying snowmobiles.
Yep.
Like, that giant sub surfacing out of there, how does it go back in? You just completely beached your submarine.
Yeah.
It's like, is it like little arms? Like, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me. The little arms came out the side, like, and it just goes,
Yeah, pushes it back. We got the dramatic shot. Let's get back into the water.
the new arms for your submarine. Oh, the logistics of running an Arctic enemy base.
Yeah.
Let me just talk about that for a second.
The heating alone.
the front of it is open, and the whole thing, am I correct when I say the whole thing is underwater?
Yep.
Because at one point
Yeah,
I
it
was
was like Atlantis.
I was like, where did the underwater city come from? Then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, it's all under the ice? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's just,
The cost. Who is funding this?
I know, not NATO.
No. The amount of money that would have went into creating that base is just
And the blueprints,
phenomenal.
like someone, like, you're telling me nobody was like, oh my God, guess what I'm building?
Who
You'll never know.
designs evil bases? It's just like, think about it. There's an architect out there. That's
Evil
like,
architects.
He gets evil architect.
Yeah.
There's an evil phone book, evil
Yeah.
directory. I'm like, I need an evil plumber. and
Yeah.
Some evil carpenter.
I need an evil gas guy.
I know a gas guy. Is he evil? He's pretty evil.
He's,
Cool.
yeah.
He dips his toes in.
Yeah.
You know. Won't tell you his name though.
And then we find out, because they have Duke, they're like, we have plans for you. And they're going to inject Duke with the nanomites.
With 6 needles this time instead of 4.
Yeah. And then we find out that Dr. Scientist Darth Bane is Rex, her brother. And she has no idea.
And his reason. Sorry, is
yeah,
this where we
what
flashback?
the fuck? Because, we see a flashback when he reveals who he is. And he was in the lab and he stumbled upon the Mars nanomite technology.
Yes, it was Dr. Mindbender?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Dr.
But
Mindbender.
Dr. Mindbender was Benny from The Mummy. So we have a full reunion.
What the hell? Oh, wait, no, why? Oh, shit. I actually wrote this down. Stephen Sommers, the director, directed The Mummy, The Mummy Returns. Yes, yes, because I was like, I should have, I had read that note, was like, oh, I'll bring it up later, and I totally forgot about it.
When I
Yes.
saw him, my first thought was, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Oh,
Benny.
fucking Benny.
Yeah, because when I heard that initial Michael Bay sound with the fight, I was like, wait a minute, who directed this? And
Yeah.
oh, it's the Mummy guy. Cool. I think
The Mummy guy.
he might have played a part in the Mummy too.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Think.
That'd be cool.
Yes, with the backstory, he injected his sister. It was Rex that injected. Wait, hold on. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It was
Yeah.
the sister. Turned her into Baroness because he's like, she was really sad. I'm like, that dude, she was sad because you left and pretended to be dead, you
Yeah,
moron.
yeah.
This is your
And
fault.
Duke was literally saying, this all could have been avoided if you told your sister you were alive. And he was like, I didn't because you left me for dead, you motherfucker. And Duke's like, I literally saw the fucking building blow up. Like,
Yeah. Well, plus he didn't leave you for dead because
Yeah.
if anything, like most of the military, from what I've seen in movies and heard in stories, is they have a fallen soldier, they try to get him out.
Yeah.
So if you get blown up, they would try to get
Yeah.
your body out of there or your dog tags at least. And if you're in the middle of a firefight, they're not going to do it right now while the building just exploded. So I'm sure he didn't leave you for dead. I'm sure
No.
they sent out a mission to try and find you. Correct me if I'm wrong, listeners. I do not know for sure.
yeah, but
I'm not a military person.
it just, it seemed so weird. And also, in the flashback, I really enjoyed the Norton security product placement on that computer when he was typing in the password.
Norton antivirus.
Yeah.
Keeping you safe from 93 to 95.
Yeah.
now they're back in the base, and we've got Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and somebody else.
Ripcord.
And they're like, nobody can step on this floor because we'll blow up. And it's like, if anything bigger than a quarter touches it, it'll explode.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's gonna walk on his swords like he was doing handstands.
Yeah.
But no, then he's walking on his fingers.
Yeah, his fingertips.
So why would it be okay? You couldn't put a whole foot on there or a whole hand, but as long as you're on your fingertips, it's cool.
Yeah,
So
like how's the weight displaced?
technically, you could walk around in golf shoes on that floor and it wouldn't blow you up. Soccer cleats,
Yeah.
football cleats.
Yeah.
They're all pretty.
Track cleats.
Golf shoes would be the best because they're basically tacks.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your foiled your plan, evil guy. Damn it, the golf shoes.
The golf shoes, motherfuck, no.
Tell me about the fucking golf shoes.
And then Ripcord is in an enemy aircraft thing.
A Celtic voice controlled airplane.
Yeah, trying to chase down one of the
rockets.
Yeah,
because they
the
blew one up.
nanobite
'Cause they launched
rockets.
3, they blew one up, and then they had 2 left. One going for Russia, one going for America.
Yeah.
And it seemed surprising that neither America nor Russia scrambled
is retaliating.
jets.
Yeah.
Scrambled
Well-
jets to intercept a missile.
Well, at this point, America's being controlled like the president is Emotep.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, he's getting not at that point. He
Oh,
was just
no.
getting put into the bunker because that was
Yeah.
their plan.
Right.
So the president should have been like, okay, General, make sure you stop these rockets. They would have had jets immediately.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's a rocket coming for the States. What do we
yeah,
do?
especially
Let's
if there
just
were
see how it pans out.
especially if there were simultaneous rockets heading for one for the States and one for Russia. Like
Absolutely.
they would be like Russia would be like, what is the United States doing? And then the States would be like, what the fuck is Russia doing? And
They launched rockets against us. We lost the rocket. Wow.
we launched the rocket against them.
We will
It's tit
retaliate.
for tit.
Because isn't that the second one, retaliation, where it's like, we're going to launch all the nukes. And it's
Yeah.
like, who's going to put their dick away first?
Yeah.
Ooh, now what, guys? So they all waste their nukes. And he's like, we got more.
Yeah.
As if anyway, they're not like, we have more too, dummy. They launch them all. So yeah, this one, so he's chasing those 2. Another ninja fight. Snake Eyes just cuts the shit out of Storm Shadow.
Yeah. He's
And
like,
then
ching, 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 ching.
knocks him off the side. But he's not dead, right? 'Cause
Well,
we've seen
no,
the
he
sequel.
stabs him.
But we've seen the sequel, though, right?
Yeah.
He's alive in the sequel.
know.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I'm like, he just cuts him up. He falls through lightning.
Yeah.
In this giant generator. Which, like,
Into-
what is that thing anyway?
We don't know.
Giant
Nobody tells us.
space laser or something.
Yeah.
They're just keeping it here for safekeeping. Because somebody fell through it and it was like, brrr, it stopped something, didn't it? There was something
It
going on.
zapped something. I don't know.
I can't remember what it did.
There's too much going on that's not explained.
Oh, that was the thing for the giant proton cannon or the
Yeah.
something cannon underwater that was like brrr. Same thing those guns were doing.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, Snake Eyes, you got to go stop that thing. So somehow he made it through that entire the facility looked giant.
Yeah.
Like gigantic.
Like way too huge.
And he just gets there in like 2 minutes. It's like, yeah, I know my way around here. No, that's another thing too. Did they study the blueprints of this giant underwater facility?
They wouldn't have had time.
No. So they're getting around way too easy.
And then I like the transition from like Marlon Wayans in the sky
Oh,
to
yeah.
Channing Tatum in the sea. That was really cool.
It kind of tripped me out a little bit. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh wow,
yeah.
cool.
And so now at this point, Baroness's memories of her and Duke started coming back, and she's like like a fembot in Austin Powers, and decides to rescue him. And then her brother Rex, Darth Bane, and the Scottish bad guy Mars. I'm just gonna call him Mars.
Destro.
Yes. They somehow Destro's fucking face gets burned off. Like his ancestor.
Oh no, yeah, it gets burned off, and then he gets nanomites.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
because the place exploded, though. didn't
yes.
it?
And then
Did somebody blow him up?
Duke and Anna go to chase after Rex and Destro. And then Rex puts a bunch of nanomites into Scottish guy, and he becomes Destro, and his face becomes all metal. And then Rex becomes Cobra Commander.
With the
The
worst.
stupidest fucking helmet.
It looked so dumb. The hell was that?
That sounds like my car.
Oh, that's it. squealy belt.
Put some soap on it.
Yeah, they're following him. They're following Destro and Cobra Commander, and they turn around. They're like, "What are you gonna do about it? You and what army?" And he's like, "My army." I'm like, why wouldn't you expect him to have an army?
Yeah.
He's a Joe.
He's a fucking Joe,
He
bro.
showed up with an army.
Yeah.
He still has his army.
Yeah, because all the Joes made it out. Because of course they did.
Yeah, that
And-
was. Oh wait,
Yeah, and then Cobra Commander and Destro were in jail. And
this is just the beginning.
Dang.
I can't remember what his voice sounded like.
And then that's it.
That's it.
That's literally it.
That was G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra.
Yeah.
Cobra.
Not the sequel, the first one.
Oh.
What did you rate this?
I real rated this 5 Brendan Fraser cameos out of 10 gigantic, oversized underground swimming pools.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for what it was, it was too long.
Yep.
Could have been an hour and a half. Could have been an exciting hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was exciting. Don't get me wrong. Exciting. The characters were okay. Very, very shallow though in terms of like character description and
Yeah,
us
like
getting
no
actually
development.
knowing who they are.
Yeah.
It was well shot. It was very fucking busy. But for just being a silly, stupid action movie, I paid attention to it a lot, mostly because I wanted to make notes and didn't want to miss anything. But it wasn't as bad as a lot of stuff we've watched.
Yeah.
It was actually like, okay, I watched that. Would have liked it to have been shorter, but it wasn't a complete waste of 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that's why I got 5. Because I would, if somebody was like, hey, should I watch G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra? I might go like, yeah, you're not going to really enjoy it. You might get a good laugh out
Yeah,
of it.
like background.
Yes, you're not going to be super bored.
Yeah.
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 I too gave this 5 snake eye vows of silence out of 10 Mars attack. A little play on words. Because the company was Mars.
That's a ridiculous movie.
All right. How many picks are we down to?
This is your second last one, right? Second last pick of Katie's 10 random picks in a jar is, oh my God, Alien versus Predator.
Yes!
Is this the one? Wait, is this the one with, what's his name from that 70s show?
Topher Grace?
Yes. Is he in this?
I don't know.
Because there's one, it's a Predator movie that Topher Grace is in, and he has a line.
No. That one is Predators with Adrian Brody.
Okay, that one, he has a line in that movie that I will just never forget him saying.
What?
And I don't know if he's like done anything since. Somebody wrote him a line that says, "It's bitch raping time."
I'm gonna rape so many fine bitches. Be like, what time is it? 5 o'clock? Damn. Time to go rape me some fine bitches.
5 o'clock. Bitch raping time.
It's so weird. It's so
What?
creepy. Topher Grace saying that. You're like,
Oh my God.
And he
Anyone
mentioned
say
it before too. Like,
Oh.
it's nasty. It's nasty. I'll try to find it. It's got to
that?
be on YouTube.
Oh my God. I hope that writer doesn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, because after I saw Topher Grace do that, I was like, I don't think I've seen him do anything else.
Yeah. That's so embarrassing. Like,
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
yeah. And also, it makes me wonder as an actor, like, did he like put up a fight? Did he say like was he locked into a contract and it was a fight of like, I'm not saying this, and they're like, if you don't, you're fired.
Yeah.
We're suing you
You're
type
like,
of situation.
God,
because
I need to work.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a fucked up line.
Oh my God.
And I think
Do
of that
better.
After every now and then you see movies like that, you're like, whoa, you actually had to say that?
Yeah, like
I might have argued that. If that was my line, I'd be like, I don't know about this line right here. We can do anything else than
Yeah.
this. It's like, nope, that's your line.
oh yuck. That writer. I hope you never had work again.
We'll figure out who it is.
Yeah, and roast him.
Yeah, that was G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra. So,
Alien versus
Alien versus Predator next. Find us on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Share it with people. Because we're figuring once we get to 100 subscribers, we're gonna
Giveaway.
give some shit away.
giveaway.
So we have another, I don't know how many to go. We got a bunch. So share it with your friends if you're enjoying this. Like it, subscribe, find us on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, comment, send us an email. If there's a movie you want us to review,
Good or
let us
bad.
know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's
it.
All right, cool. Send it there. Bye, everybody.
This is Real Garbage.